sarvata samplutoduke tavan sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya vijanatah. Samplutoduke. The Samplutoduke means the great reservoir of water. Samplutoduke. Udaka. Udaka means water. Samplutoduke. Sampla. Sampla? I think Marathi is some language. In some language they say Sampla. Sampla matlab पूरा है, अच्छे से है पानी. So it is big reservoir of water, that is called Samplutoduke, Udake. But there is another word in Sanskrit, Udapane. Udapane means well water. It is small, not a great big reservoir of water, but small pond or small bucket of water or small well of the water, small portion of the water. Okay, these are the two words. Yavan artha udapane sarvata samplutoduke. The meaning of the first two Sanskrit lines I am explaining here carefully. Yavan artha udapane. Udapane I said small water body. Samplutoduke means big water body. Okay. So, in the villages, there are some small water ponds, small water ponds are there. People go and use for their water for their animals. In those times, not now, in those times. Washerman, they go to wash their clothes. Animals, they drink water from there. There are some field, farmers, they take water from it for their fields. From the river, flowing river, they set up a pipeline system and take the water, squeeze the water. So that is called Samplutoduke, the sufficient water body. Villagers, they take advantage of it for many purposes. Even some people, they go to get the water from there to drink also. But in the village, there are some wells, drinking water well. For various purposes, there are small wells. So Krishna is giving an analogy, example, to make us understand another principle. He is giving analogy, hey Arjun, just like there are small wells, purpose of all small wells will be fulfilled by the big reservoir of water. If you have a big reservoir of water, that water can be used for multiple purposes in the house. Yes. Nowadays, though, you see, we have one, water tank on top of the house, one water tank on the top of the house, and we have a taps arranged in kitchen. In kitchen also 2 taps. Yes. In bathroom, in washroom, just for outside, sometimes washing our legs. So we have arranged different water taps using the one water tank on the top of the house. Yes. But if there is no water in the water tank, the water will not come to the taps. So that is, the water tank is compared as a Samplutoduke, the great reservoir of water. And small portions are considered as a Udakapane. Yavan artha udapane. So, try to understand this example. And then we will understand why Krishna is giving this example. Okay. So Krishna is telling to Arjuna that the small, small wells, they fulfill small, small purposes. The small, small taps, they fulfill small, small purposes. But the big reservoir of water, that fulfills all the purposes. All the purposes. So that's why we take care of water in the water tank. If we have water in the water tank, then naturally water comes to the tap. We don't see how much water remaining in the water tap, how much water remaining in the pipeline of the water tap. So our whole point is how much water remaining in the water tank, right? So why Krishna is giving this example? First of all, let us understand why he is giving analogy, examples. Why he is giving? Because so that we can understand the subject more easily. The best teacher is one who explains the subject matter with examples, stories, analogies, personal experiences, modern trending situations, he explains. Recently, so Narendra Modi, he called all the content creators, YouTubers, and he was appreciating them because they were creating a content, they were presenting the content in a more interesting manner to bring some change in the society. Yes, some change in the society. And if you see, every YouTube creator have a specialization. They have specialized in something, some aspects. So he called up some different specialized fields, in special fields, in spirituality, in some podcast, some business, some startups. Like that, he gave some awards. So here, when these content creators, if they just plainly speak, give the information, the audience will not be interested. But these content creators has to be very much exploring the subject matter. They have to bring up different examples, case studies, punch dialogues in between. Chalo, shuru karte hai. There is one Gautam, Aman Gautam, someone. He said, he went to Narendra Modi and said, Chalo, shuru karte. This is his dialogue. Chalo, shuru karte. His content. So this content has to be very much interesting. With the examples, with analogies. Then he becomes attractive. The audience will take up the subject. So Krishna is the best teacher. Krishna is the best teacher. He is the one who is introducing the system, how to teach. He is the best master, best teacher. He is explaining the subject with examples. So here he is giving example to Arjun. Just like in the villages, there are small wells. That small wells have a small purposes. But there is a great reservoir of the water that fulfills all the purposes of the people. So generally we are concerned about the reservoir of the water. If there is a water in the reservoir, if there is a water in the big lake, then the water will come to the taps. If there is a water in the tank on the top, then water comes to the taps. So we are concerned about the big reservoir of the water. We are concerned about the tank of the water of the tank. So Krishna, similarly, he says to Arjuna, hey Arjun, why you are so stuck up with the small sources of knowledge? Hear carefully, devotees. Why you are stuck up with the small sources of the knowledge? Go to Brahmana, he will teach you everything. Yes. He will teach you everything. Because this is the second two lines. First two lines you understood? Second two lines. Tavan sarveshu vedeshu the brahmanasya vijanatah. The brahmanas, they know the essence of all the Vedas. So you should approach the brahmana. You should approach spiritual master. Why you are stuck up with the small wells? Why you are stuck up with the small sources of knowledge? Yavan artha udapane sarvata sampluto dukhe tavan sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya vijanatah. So Krishna is recommending Arjuna, he is recommending all of us through Arjuna to approach Brahmana, to approach spiritual master, Guru, where we can get all the types of knowledges. Whatever we required, everything is there with the Brahmana, with the spiritual master. You see, I will give a very practical example. If our health is not good, then we go to doctor. If we have some financial issues, means some economical problems, then we go to bank for loan. If we have a relationship issues, घर में झगड़ा है, then we go to lawyer. If you want to start up some construction, start up something, then we go to engineer. So like that, we have a different purposes. We have a different people for the fulfilling the different purposes. But in the Vedic times, there was one spiritual master, and he used to guide the candidates in all respects, in all the paths of the life. You see, Narada, Valmiki, Sanatana Goswami, there are great sages like Gautama Rishi, Matanga Rishi, Kashyapa Muni. All these great sages and rishis, they had their shishyas, they had their disciples. Bharadwaja Muni, Vasishta Muni, Vishwamitra, list is unending. All these sages, all these brahmanas, all these spiritual masters, they are complete with all the knowledge of the Vedas. Yes, that is a Tavan Sarveshu Vedeshu. They are completely aware of Vedic knowledge. They are completely understood the essence of the Vedic knowledge. They have realized the Vedic knowledge. Brahmanasya Vijanataha. They are complete. They have a complete knowledge. That's why the disciples, the shishyas, they used to approach the spiritual master and done. If you have a spiritual master, life is done. Life is pakka. But unfortunately nowadays, we don't have that faith in spiritual master, first thing. And spiritual masters also, they may not be very perfect in all the fields. You see, there was one such sage, Baba in Sanatana Goswami. His name is Sanatana Goswami in Vrindavan. Sanatana Goswami was a head of the whole Vrindavan village. One point of time, at that time. So all the villagers, not just one village, few dozens of villages, tens and hundreds of villages surrounded by Vrindavan. For any issue, they used to come to Sanatana Goswami. They used to come to this Baba, Sanatana Goswami. He is one of our Sapta Goswamis, 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan. For any issue, they had some relationship issue, they used to come to Sanatana Goswami. They want some spiritual instruction, they used to come to Sanatana Goswami. For seeing the astrology, what is a good time, what is a bad time, they used to come to Sanatana Goswami. They used to serve Sanatana Goswami with grains and everything. So in those times, sadhu, a rishi, a sage, a spiritual master, a brahmana, he was aware of everything, every field. But now, in the modern times, even If your health is not good, we'll go to doctor. Even in the doctor also there are specified doctors. Somebody is expert in dental. Somebody is expert in liver. Somebody is expert in heart surgeries. Somebody is expert in psychology, psychiatrist. Somebody is expert in only nose, expert in only nose. Somebody is expert in the ENT doctors, ENT. You will find very hardly one doctor having a specialization in all the aspects. No, you cannot find. Nowadays it is, and we are proud of it. We are so proud of it. Arey, I'm expert in so and so field. But in the Vedic times, they were expert in all the fields. So Prabhupada used to say, we should know everything about something, and we should know about something about everything. Understand this statement clearly. If you want to live a peaceful and happy life in your ahead in the career, we should know everything about something. We should become expert in one field. Everything about something. And Prabhupada says another statement. He says, something about everything. We should know. थोड़ा सबके बारे में सब कुछ थोड़ा जानकारी होना चाहिए. We should have some awareness. So this is the Brahmanas at that time. Even now there are great sages, great rishis. Even now, even the spiritual master, the spiritualized devotees, great devotees of the Lord, they are completely aware what is required for the candidate. You may say, Prabhuji, he doesn't have a medical degree. No, he doesn't have engineering degree. You may say that, but no. He is completely aware, the spiritual master is completely aware what is required for the candidate, the disciple. Yes. So, that's why Krishna addresses this issue to Arjuna. Arjuna, tavan sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya vijanataha. Very next shloka, actually, there is another important shloka. Karmanyavadhikarasti, next shloka. We will discuss ahead. But to have a clear-cut understanding what to do in the life, we need to have a guide. We cannot just speculate ourselves. Mai wo karunga, I can do this, I will do that, I will do this. No. We need some guide. We need a spiritual master. We need a guru to guide us to what to do, what not to do, at what time, how to be there. Like, we need someone in our life to guide. Thousands and thousands of thoughts comes into the mind at a given point of time. We will be carried away by those thoughts. So Arjuna is giving so many reasons why he doesn't want to fight. But when we have a guide, when we have a mentor, when we have a guru in our life, then he guides us. Beta, aisa karo, aisa mat karo. So it will be more clear. That's what Krishna is suggesting Arjuna. Don't get carried away by the bhoga and Aishwarya. Yes. Don't get carried away by the bhoga and Aishwarya of the life. Give up. Yes, we discussed previously also. Bhoga Aishwarya prasaktanam taya parahata chetasam vyavasayatmika buddhir samadho na vidiyate. We will not have a spiritual fixed intelligence because of enjoying tendency, enjoying mentality. That's why Krishna said, Trai gunya vishaya veda, nistrai gunyo bhava Arjuna. Give up all these three modes of material nature. Give up all this duality. Niryoga kshema atmavan. Just fixed up in pure devotion to Krishna. Pure devotion to the Lord. So if you say, no, I want to have essence of the Vedic literature, just approach a spiritual master. Yavan artha udapane sarvata sampluto duke tavan sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya vijanata. This is the clear-cut meaning of the translation shloka. But there are some more lessons we can learn from the purport. Tomorrow onwards we will continue that step by step. I hope everybody is clear with the shloka. Yavan artha udapane. Hey Arjun, there are small wells for small purposes. But there is sarvata samplutoduke. There is a reservoir of the water which fulfills the purpose of all the purposes. It fulfills the purpose of all the men. Similarly, there are some fields of knowledge. There are some engineering, medicine, Niti Shastras, Dharma Shastras, Grihastha Dharma, Vedic literature. There are different departments, small departments. Instead of you going through it, better approach spiritual master, guru, brahmana, one who is completely aware of the Vedic knowledge, one who understands the essence of the Vedic literature. Tavan sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya vijanatah. Instead of you trying to figure out in various departments, various fields, approach spiritual master and learn from him everything. I have a few examples. I will quote those examples and finish it. Okay. You see, when Ramachandra and Lakshmana, when they were there with Vishwamitra, so Vishwamitra, he taught Ramachandra and Lakshmana. Of course, Lord Ramachandra, they are Supreme Personality of Godhead, but still. So Vishwamitra taught them all the, Astra Vidya, Shastra Vidya. He taught them how to be a good Grihastha, how to be nice king, how to be a nice student. He taught all of that. How to be a renunciant monk. Similarly, Sandipani Muni, he taught 64 arts to Krishna. So all the spiritual masters, they taught everything to their disciples. Everything to their disciples. If you see Bhishma Pitamaha, he taught everything to Yudhishthir. How to be a good king, how to be a good, good friend, how to be intelligent, how to do everything. Spiritual, the sages, great sages and rishis, brahmanas, the spiritual masters, they know everything. We should understand this point. Now you may ask, still, there is a question, Prabhu. Still, do you really think they know everything? Yes, they know everything. Yes, they know everything. Why? Because they know Krishna. Krishna is everything. Krishna is the source of all the knowledge. They know Krishna, so they know everything. Krishna reveals the knowledge in their hearts, whatever is required. They are completely understood the essence of all the Vedas. That is Krishna. Once we understand Krishna, when we surrender to Krishna, then we know everything. Yes. So the spiritual masters, they are completely surrendered to Krishna. Prabhupada, he writes, one time Prabhupada, he was just taking out his book, Krishna book, and he's reading his own book. Actually, Prabhupada only compiled whole stories, all stories. He wrote, compiled means he just translated the whole thing into English language and he wrote whole Krishna book, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Prabhupada was reading his book. So his disciple Tamal Krishna Maharaj, he came and asked, Prabhupada, you are reading your own books? Then Prabhupada responded, actually these books are not written by me. These are actually written by Krishna. He dictated me, I wrote this down. So even Prabhupada releases the books which he wrote, because it is not directly wrote by him. It is inspired by Krishna. So the spiritual masters, Brahmanasya Vijanatha, they know complete essence of all the Vedic literatures. We should surrender to the Guru and take the instructions from them. Hare Krishna. At least they know what is required for the candidates. They are surrendered disciples. Yes, devotees. Anybody has any questions, comments? We can take some questions, comments. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Banusri.
Prabhu, like the statement, no, like we should know everything about something and we should know something about everything. That
Okay.
means what we have to aim for. We have to aim for materialistic or spiritualistic. That something for everything about something.
Actually speaking, there is no material things, material knowledge कुछ भी नहीं है. Everything is connected to spiritual life, spiritual. Everything is connected to Krishna. There is nothing in this world which is disconnected to Krishna. But we should see that connection with Krishna. You see, actually not now. In previously, I used to, discuss. We used to have English discussions in my hostel rooms. We used to bring up some topic to discuss. Of course, that helps us to increase the vocabulary, English skills, speaking skills, confidence, all that. So I don't know. I started chanting Hare Krishna by that time. So whatever the topic we used to take, maybe politics, maybe it may be technology, it may be some education, it may be some aspect, quality, anything. But we used to come to the point, it is a Krishna. I used to bring the discussion into Krishna, this connection. My friends got frustrated with all this. So they removed me from the discussion groups, Of course, I became more closer to devotees by that time. So everything can be seen in the connection with Krishna. So when Prabhupada says everything about something, it means we need to become expert in something where we can earn our livelihood or serve Krishna in better way. Everything about something. When Prabhupada says something about everything, so that we will not get into troubles. Yes, okay, this is also can be engaged in the service of Krishna. Okay, this is there. Oh, this is also connected to Krishna. Everything, something about everything. Oh, this is like this. This is how it works. We should know something about everything. You got it?
Prabhu, then if it is the statement, then second sentence, I hope, like, we should know something about everything means there cannot be something about everything now, Prabhu. Then, if this is the statement, if everything
Something.
is spiritualistic, there cannot be then something which we have to know about.
Something about everything. I will give you example. All of a sudden somebody came to you, asked, book flight tickets. One devotee wants to travel from Mumbai to Hyderabad, book flight tickets. You say, Prabhuji, I don't know. No, we should know something about it. Okay, this is the website where I can go. This is how I can search. This is how I can get flights. This is how I can get the prices. We should know about that as a service to Krishna. Even material level, for example, somebody got married newly. Wife says, go and purchase vegetables. Husband says, no, I didn't went anytime purchase vegetables. No, I don't know. If he says like that, wife will become upset. He has to go out. At least he has to know how to check bendi, whether this bendi is proper or not. He has to know at least little bit, something about that. How to check vegetables, whether it's good quality or not. When wife becomes pregnant, then he only has to cook. He has to serve the wife. So, in that sense, something about everything. You got it?
Yes, Prabhu.
Good.
Prabhu, it is quoted by Prabhupada only, na? Means if we use this statement, then we can say it is told by Prabhupada.
Yeah, it is said by Prabhupada. Prabhupada says everything about something. You should know everything about something. You should know something about everything. When he said, I will tell you when he said also. Prabhupada, he made lot of Western devotees. And he came to India, Vrindavan. He was saying, giving class. Sometimes because of he was able to quote some shloka, then he used to ask, search this shloka, where it is in Bhagavad Gita, find out. And thus devotees were confused, kidhar hai shloka, kidhar hai shloka. Sometimes Prabhupada used to ask, okay, play mridanga, I will sing kirtan. Prabhupada, we don't know kirtan, how to play mridanga. Somebody, play kartal. No, Prabhupada, we don't know about playing kartal. How to manage, land dealings. In Mayapur, land dealings, purchasing land, how to deal with all this people. In Mumbai, dealing with the Nayar, Mr. Nayar, the landlord, we purchased land from him. So Western devotees, they didn't know much about this. Then Prabhupada quoted this. You should know everything about something. And something you should know about everything, so that you can do the needful for the service of Krishna. Do the needful for the service of Krishna. If I ask, means that is how Prabhupada said that statement, especially in connection to managing the iskcon temples or dealing with the people outside. You got it? Prabhupada only said this.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, devotees, thank you very much. We'll end here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So tomorrow onwards, we'll continue the purport